The true test of intelligence is not how much we know, but what we know how to do when we don't know what to do. John Holt. In this quote, John Holt, an American author and educator, is stating that the key to intelligence is not homework, or doing one's homework rather, but the key to intelligence is being able to learn in a well-rounded environment with alert students. Students who are willing to put in a few extra minutes in class to understand the material, rather than going home to an evening filled with homework. After a long, stressful day, students want to go home to a peaceful evening. They can't do this, though, because of all the hours upon hours of homework they have ahead of them. This results in late to bed at night, therefore not being well rested for the next day at school to perform this cycle all over again. How is this helping any of the students who are striving for good grades? In what way is 6 more hours of work in addition to the full school day helping the well-being of students here in Upper Dublin? In this video I'm about to show you, a younger student, Benjamin, in 5th grade expresses his frustration for homework. Historically, homework was looked down upon because there was a lack of need for higher education. Children at home were to be focusing on more important things like household chores that must be accomplished. In 1901, the California legislature passed an act abolishing homework for students in kindergarten through 8th grade. Then the Cold War came along, and homework was now encouraged because students had to catch up on their Russian counterparts. At the end of the Cold War in the 1990s, homework was an issue to all students. Thus, leading up to the current issue, I would like to talk to you about today. Today, I'm going to convince you that homework should be abolished because it is an unnecessary and useless reinforcement, it lowers test scores, and it takes away from a child's social and family life. Homework is a redundant and unnecessary reinforcement. After a long day at school, the information has been drilled into our heads through lectures and worksheets and other forms of reinforcement. It takes up hours upon hours of our time that could be used for other things like reading, writing, or playing a sport. I have missed countless sports games, Hebrew schools, and other fun activities because I have been personally bombarded with homework. This causes unneeded stress and adds pressure to our lives. A 5-hour assignment assigned to us, 50 math problems, and a 5-page essay all in one night is an absurd amount of homework. There is simply not enough time in the day to complete all these assignments. Finally, after all the assignments are finished, it's late in the night and students will not be rested for the next day at school. In addition, homework is proven to lower test scores, just as Benjamin stated in the video. In a study completed at the University of Michigan, researcher Harris Cooper concluded that after a wide spread of reviews, homework does not improve the scores of standardized tests. Cooper analyzed dozens of students and found that kids who are actually assigned 30 minutes of homework or less in middle school and high school actually score somewhat better on standardized tests, but that kids who do 60 to 90 minutes of homework in middle school and over 2 hours of homework in high school score worse on standardized tests. If written homework was removed from the curriculum, there would be more time in class to look over and review other necessary keys to succeeding in everyone's high school careers. Teachers spend way too much time going over homework in class. I'm sure all of you can think of countless examples when your teacher has spent 30 minutes going over homework from the previous night. This could be solved by abolishing homework. Finally, homework is cutting into the social and family lives of every student in this room. How many of you, with a raise of hands, get to spend time with your family at night? Not a lot, but there could be more. If people abolished homework, students would be able to go home and spend time with the people who love and care about them the most, their family. This also prevents students from taking time for themselves. A limit on a student's physical and social activities can take a large toll in their lives, hindering future relationships and their own health. Students with as much homework as we have here in Upper Dublin won't be able to develop a mind of our own because homework will be taking over our lives. Everyone's future will be pointing in the same direction because of homework. We don't have time to express our own interests and own hobbies because of homework. I want to abolish homework because I feel that it is an inadequate way to enhance a student's learning. This can be done by developing letters and sending letters to the boards at Upper Dublin High School. In addition, instead of homework, we obviously need another way to show that we are understanding and retaining the information learned in class. This can be done with homework quizzes. While some teachers already do that, most of the time it does not count as an actual grade. Therefore, doing the homework seems pointless. But these homework quizzes that I would like to create instead of homework will count towards a section of one's final grade in the quarter and at the end of the year. To conclude, homework is a burden put on students that must be abolished. It is an unnecessary, unneeded reinforcement, it lowers test scores, and it cuts into the social and family life at home. I want all of you to join me in the fight to abolish homework. Talk to your teachers, write letters to administrators, talk to your friends, take action to provoke our fight. We, the students, are the future generation. We cannot be bombarded with homework for the rest of our lives. School should be a place to learn and expand one's mind, opening it up to different possibilities. But how can we do that when our mind is filled and cluttered with homework assignments? Our actions will make an impact. Homework is the cause of stress to our lives. Homework, this unneeded accessory that increases our struggles and stress. Homework, something that must be abolished. Thank you.